An Austin area medical clinic just rolled out 10-minute finger stick testing. It's not FDA approved yet, but cars were lined up at the three clinic locations today. KXAN's Caitlin Carmouche looked into what exactly they're promising.
It's not just people who are sick now, which is what the swab is for. It's, are you sick now? Were you sick recently? Were you sick weeks ago?
Victory Medical's doctor says the finger stick test could give health officials a better idea of the infection rate in the community. The test is supposed to measure two different types of antibodies.
And there's two types you're looking for, IgM and IgG. So IgM antibodies are the faster produced antibodies. Those are the ones that show recent response or recent exposure to the virus. So that's anywhere from 3 days to a week ago for exposure. So a lot of those patients may be sick at the time that they present. The other type are the IgG, or the memory antibodies. So that's a good test to consider for someone who says, you know what, I was kind of sick halfway through February and I'm okay now, but it took me a month.
Now, if people test positive for having the virus right now, and that's based off of the 10-minute result, and are showing symptoms, they take an additional FDA-approved nasal swab test here at the clinic. But if the patient tests positive for exposure only and isn't showing symptoms now,
if we could see evidence that they were exposed to the virus weeks ago, then that tells that person, you've been exposed, you're now immune. And then that could be useful for them later as we talk about things like getting the workforce back into place and how that's going to look.
And it could pinpoint even more people who need to stay away from others. Caitlin Carmouche, KXAN News.
The test is $45 and not covered by insurance yet. The FDA has only approved one serology test or blood test for antibodies so far, and it's not the one Victory Medical is offering. The doctor there told us there's a backlog for getting that emergency authorization approval.